Welcome guys back to another episode on the Hypixel Skyblock Ironman. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of Enderman Slayer to progress in the Slayer so that we can get closer to Terminator. As always, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, so we are back in the end, and now we are trying to actually kill our own T3 soul. And now we previously did this on stream and somebody came in and killed it for us, so we don't unfortunately count that. So today we're going to be trying to doing it on our own without any people intervening here. So first of all, I just want to place our thing down here, and then we're going to be trying to do the boss. I will cut back to you guys, but we possibly have a kill. Looks like with the very first boss of today, we actually are able to do it our own. And of course, this now means that we can just do whatever the heck we want with it. But of course, there's still a couple seconds so we can still die. But we need to ensure that that just doesn't happen. But we have plenty of time, we have plenty of sources, and we have killed ourselves our first solo T3. And we get a null atom from that, which is nice. So I mean, if we do like 20 bosses, we can get ourselves a Vorpal Katana, or just... yeah, if we do 20 bosses, we can get Vorpal Katana, since I want a Vorpal Katana since it will just make stuff easier. And it's not even that hard to make, so if we just go into the Slayer section right here and go over to leveling awards and just select level 5, as you can see here, Vorpal Katana does give us more than our Void Edge. It'll give us this an additional about, what, 35 damage and 20 strength, and plus 5 crit and an additional 150 mana, which is always good. Of course, we will have to get some more refined mithril and just regular enchanted mithril in order to get that knowledge, but it's not that big of a deal. It shouldn't take too long. I think that's what we might do today, though we will have to do some mining to get that refined mithril, of course. So we'll cut back to you guys later. So we're back in Galatea now, and we have just hit ourselves Heart of the Forest Tier 6, and now this does bring us up to Skyblock level 200, which means we do now have an Aqua prefix. But more importantly for me and what I want, we now have unlocked ourselves Hunter's Luck, which means we can now just grab this, that, and we're also going to grab Forest Strength and make our way towards Forest Speed so that we can just, you know, get the additional whole things whenever we hit Heart of the Forest Tier 7, where we just increase our speed and get additional sweep and foraging fortune when we get there, or as well as just, you know, the extra strength and foraging fortune from this. But more importantly, we have Hunter's Luck, which means we can now get ourselves an additional 50 Hunter Luck, which I am going to try to get this as high as I can right now, which is going to be at level 29, which means we have an additional 29 Hunter Fortune, which is nice, particularly just because it means we now have 75 Hunter Fortune, meaning we have a higher chance at actually getting an additional shard from our hunts. I will try to max it just because it's a very good shard, as well as just the fact that we really like it. I've just realized that I've done a silly, and I completely forgot to tell you guys what my setup for Voidglooms is. So in a nutshell, what we are doing is we are basically using our final destination with Refrigerate 3. We're still working on the kills, and I know 2,900 kills is diabolical for final destination for killing T3s. But either way, we also have our legendary Void Edge Katana, which we are going to upgrade pretty quickly when Ducky reaches Enderman Slayer level 5, as well as just using our Wand of Restoration, which we're actually very close to getting to Wand of Atonement, but it's working just fine for now, since we're not taking like any damage, particularly because we have the blue belt, which reduces damage by 4%, and the Enderman pet, which reduces damage by 26.4% against Ender mobs. Of course, we put a spooky cupcake on it just for a little bit more damage. You can do that as well if you want to. And then basically just getting through the hits phase with Wither Specters, since we haven't got like access to M1 souls yet. And then basically using a combination of these and basically stacking our mana to kill a boss. We do run out of mana, but since we do have the mana regeneration perk from the XYZ shards, our mana regenerates fast enough that it's not really an issue. And now, of course, this is all supported by the fact that we do have the blood the Vampire Dentist artifact, which gives 10 health regen and vitality. And allows us to heal on ticks we would otherwise not be able to heal on. But if you're really struggling, you can always add Rejuvenate 5 to this type of set and get 10,000 kills on all of it, as well as using Soulful abilities. Since the Soulful abilities, these are really quite good. You get additional 100% damage to Enderman and get additional 2% ferocity, as well as more mana. So that's something else you can do if you're really struggling, but I just really want to quickly mention what I was using since I forgot to do it earlier. Alright, so we are back, and now we have gotten ourselves the final null atom that we need to craft the Vorpal Katana and Enderman Slayer level 5, which means we can now become a Jujunon. Just kidding, we're not getting that because we actually have some sanity. The important part is we have now ourselves stuff like the Soul Flow battery, which is the upgrade to a Soulful Pile, which we'll probably craft later, but we're poor so that we don't have especially big slots, and also the Vorpal Katana, which is something that I want just because it has just so much better stuff than the Voidgloom Katana. An extra 50% damage, 3% less damage taken from Enderman, an additional 15 combat wisdom, and of course, additional damage, intelligence, and strength. And we can actually craft it like pretty soon after here, but we're gonna wait for Ducky first, just because I mean, we want to actually make sure that they're to do it. So we're come back to you guys when we're ready to craft something else. And speaking of Soul Flow, we now have the resources in our inventory right here to craft the lesser Soul Flow engine. So if we just go like so, craft it like so, we need 48 for it, don't we? Hey, I totally did not forget that we needed 48 for it. Where's the Soul Flow engine? No, we just need more iron. I thought it was 6, but apparently it's 8. Luckily for us, we should have enough in our inventory right now to craft another one. Yep, we do, and now we actually have the resources to craft the lesser Soul Flow engine. And now this is a particularly important thing just because, again, we can get more Soul Flow. It will help us kill the bosses faster, and the more bosses that we kill, the faster we can get to doing stuff such as getting the Terminator. And we're going to pick up this Obsidian Mini here since we don't really need it right now. Primarily due to the fact that we have such a good mining setup for blocks that we don't really need it. So we're just going to quickly smack it wherever the heck our minions are. Again, I forgot. Yep, here it is, right here. And now is the time to decide what minion would we like to actually be, like, you know, put down. I think I want to put down a snow minion, but where did Ducky put all the snow minions? I do not know. I might have also just put it in my inventory, but we'll just smack it down, and we'll see you guys next clip. I don't know what it is with today and just Slayers, but I just really felt like actually like getting to Spider Slayer 7 today, and that's exactly what we've done. Since we are now at Spider Slayer level 7, we can actually take on T5 spiders if we want to, though we're nowhere near ready for that. However, we do, unlock the Survivor Cube, the Mosquito Shortbow, the Mosquito Pet, which I don't know why, it requires freaking 4 digested mosquitoes, and the Transferring. And those are the important part since, you know, extra magical power from the upgrade to Legendary of the Transferring, and the Survivor Cube, since, let's, you know, Talent Power, and I think I might have lagged out. No, I haven't. And unfortunately, we are, I don't know why we're lagging so much, but unfortunately we need to buy ourselves some more accessory bag slots, because we just got so many talismans that we don't have any room for it. So we'll probably just grind some money out, and then we'll just get another accessory bag slot to put this in, and we'll see you guys next clip. Okay, so we're back in the dungeon hub, and now we have just done a few of our first floor 7s. I didn't show it just because he just did it. It was pain. It took forever. But importantly, we somehow managed to get ourselves an S+, and we got ourselves a Wither chestplate first try, which I am very happy about since it means that we got the hardest piece of equipment for F7 out of the way. And now this means that we can basically just start doing some frag runs in order to get it. And now I'm not sure if we have like any frags on our island. Also, we got this recomp. I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna put it on our weather chest plate just for like additional stats, you know. So I'm not sure if we have like any like important fragments on our island. We probably should just toss this stuff away real quick. But if we do, it'll be in here. It does not, unfortunately, look like we have any Diamantes handles at the moment, so we'll cut back to you guys later. And now that Ducky has Enderman Slayer level 5, we can now craft ourselves the Vorpal Katana. So we have a few stacks of mithril here, which we use to craft a singular null edge. Just need to go like so, put the stuff in like that, take our thing, I don't know what I'm calling a thing, go like that, and then now we have ourselves the Vorpal Katana. And yes, I have swapped back to 1.8.9. It was just because I was doing dungeons like earlier, so we just quickly go. And yes, I don't have the travel scroll, I'm aware. I should definitely get it since we've been doing a lot of Enderman Slayer. But if we now go to the end, we will be testing it in our actual Enderman Slayer setup, just because it's better this way, is that we know how much we'll be doing during the actual boss. So if we just smack this Enderman here, we now deal 268,000 damage. And now, of course, since we have unlocked ourselves floor 7, our damage is only going to increase. It's meaning that we will be able to do significantly more, since I do plan on putting a Wither Blood on this, since Wither Blood is just so much better than Legendary in a lot of different ways, because we'll just be able to balance our strength significantly better, which is typically what I like to do to increase our damage stats. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, as those help with videos in the future. I don't know why, in particular, our videos are just like 13 minutes these days. Like, I know I'm making like one video per week, but just we get so many clips that just ends up being 13 minutes either way, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing, as it means I basically take like Wednesday and Thursday off just because I have so much clips in the video. But either way, I hope you guys have a fantastic day today, and we'll see you guys next time.